Hello, everybody. Horror House is live.
Ah, how's everybody in Horror House Land? So far, it's Dave, Chris, and Jeff.
You gotta have a strong foundation to build your horror house, or what's gonna happen.
Don't worry, my karate is strong.
All these severe weathers that we get, no good horror house will stand through that without a good foundation. We got 3 blocks. That's what you need for a foundation.
That sounds lit. Chris is going to build a second studio in the storm shelter
I'm
so that we can
no.
live stream during the
I'm gonna
tornadoes.
build a house, dude. Give me 3 blocks. I'll build you a house. Teach a man to fish. Give me 3 blocks. I didn't mean to bring Leonard Skinner into this whole thing.
Don't teach a man to fish. It ain't that fucking hard. He'll figure it out.
I don't know, man. You got to get a license, or where could you do that back in the day?
That's
We've
just
gone off
what
the rails before we got started. I
that's what the government wants you to think. You gotta
we
get a
made this.
license.
Um, let people just show up as they show up, but
Yeah.
um, do you want to just get into some topics? Because like I said, have so many topics.
I'm down. Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's uh let's save the crow for maybe some people to show up and have their thoughts too. Let's see. New Final Destination. Final Destination 6. I don't think they're going to call it 6. I think it's just called Final Destinations colon Bloodlines.
I'm intrigued. I do have to say I'm intrigued, even though that's the only thing I've seen. So if there's anything else released, I don't know it yet.
Tony Todd is confirmed back. So I think
Oh,
he's the
you
only casting I've seen. Um, but they're keeping along that same. Is he supposed to be Death or just like somebody mysteriously associated with death? I don't really.
I mean, it seems like he has always in the all the Final Destinations, he has an intimate knowledge of like what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, has he cheated it? Is he Death's avatar? Um, I I kind of wonder if that's the way we're going to go with a title like Bloodlines.
Yeah. So the franchise creator, Jeffrey Reddick, Chronicles of Reddick, you could say Final Destination is, says they're changing things up with this one. And this is a little confusing to me. So I'm going to need some of your guys' opinions on this. He says it's not going to be another set up a group that cheats death somehow and then death gets them, the formula.
So
It's not going
the
to be that.
successful formula, the
Yeah,
successful
the
formula that has
formula
spawned
of your last 5 movies.
right.
They're not doing that.
I would say five, ranging from good to decent.
I don't even know
I
maybe
don't think any
5.
of them are really bad.
But he also had this. This is a true Final Destination movie, but it doesn't follow that kind of formula that we've established. So how is it a true Final Destination movie if it's not that? Maybe the premonition thing they're getting rid of. That kind of. How does every single person have a premonition of that happening? I don't. But
But how do you? I mean, are you cheating death if you don't have the premonition and act on it, or you just lucked into something? And I really don't know.
I mean, it's
So
like the you go somewhere and you leave like 5 minutes late, and then on the way you go past a wreck, right? And you're like, oh shit, I could have been in that if I'd left on time. I mean, maybe it could be something simple like that rather than a premonition. I don't know. Jeff, thoughts? What do you think? You're a big Final
Oh,
Destination guy. I can see it on your face.
no, I saw the first one, that was it.
You didn't see the second one? You have to watch the
No.
second one, at least, and
Okay.
then you can drop them. In my opinion, 1 and 2.
I totally disagree, Chris. I totally disagree.
Don't tell me
At
you like
least
3.
3.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
If I had pearls, I would clutch them right now. The roller coaster.
well. You better get to clutching.
Is that the roller
Get
coaster?
to clutching. Yes, 3 is Jackie's favorite. So, and I do like the song for 3, Roller Coaster. Ooh, ooh. So, but I like all of them pretty well, but the first 3 are actually good.
Catch me
After
up
that,
on
they kind of
what was the plot of 4? Is 4 the bridge or the race car?
4, I think, is the race car, and 5 is the bridge.
Okay.
Where if you, spoiler alert, if you murder somebody, you get however much time they had left added onto your time.
Oh God, Jesus! I'm glad I forgot about that one. That's a goofy.
That's the worst. That is the worst one.
I don't care for that idea. No thanks.
The race car. They tried to incorporate the 3D. That was in the time when everybody was doing 3D shit again. You know, every like 15 years, there's like, oh, we're going to make everything 3D.
Right.
And then suckers like me and Stella buy into a fucking 3D TV and glasses, and we start buying 3D ass movies. And then next thing you know, nothing's 3D again.
Right, you tried.
They wait 15 years and spring it on you again.
You did your best.
I think it's the TV companies pushing the 3D shit.
It's the TV companies watching what you do and then pivoting away from that. Nintendo does it to me. I bought the 3DS. I swear to God, like 2 months later, they're like, new 3DS. You can only play the new 3DS games on a new 3DS. Fuck you if you got a 3DS. And I'm like, what? Then I didn't buy another Nintendo thing till I got a Switch last year. What's the big rumors right now?
Switch 2.
You're welcome, world. But the Switch is awesome. I love the Switch.
As soon as you buy the Switch 2, it'll be, now we have the 4DS.
Don't get... You could be onto something. But yeah.
But we're not making new Zelda games. We're just going to re-release the old ones. We're going to re-release Zelda 1 in 4 dimensions.
It comes with edibles, is what it is.
Right. It's a big old sack of fucking edible gummies.
Speaking of something that should come with edibles is Exorcist news, which I have a little bit of. This is almost an Exorcist podcast as much as we've talked about it the last 2 weeks. But sure. Jason Blumhouse says, I mean, they've confirmed that DGG is donezo. But
get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Mr. Blumhouse says, we are definitely going to make another Exorcist movie, but I wanted more time to figure out what it would be. I have no idea what it's going to be yet. Which is, I'm sure, a big vote of confidence to people giving them money for another Exorcist movie.
Right.
I don't know how investors work.
Is it no longer going to be an Exorcist trilogy? We're just doing another story?
The way that sounds, I'd be surprised if it happens and is connected to this one. Just because it's so uncertain. And it's from, like, Blumhouse's main man.
I mean...
Which would be fine. Let's just... You try.
I'll watch it.
I mean, eventually I'm going to have to watch Believer again. I'm sure we'll do a full episode on it or something, and we'll have to watch it. But that
Can we call it crappy movies we saw last year?
Maybe. What's up, Clark Griswold? Welcome back. I don't know. It just doesn't... Jason Blum doesn't sound too enthused about it. I mean, context from text or whatever you will, but... Jeff, any thoughts on this news before we are done with Exorcist again for a week?
I mean, possibly it could be good. I mean, they're just gonna scrap that one and just move on from it. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how bad it was.
I, it wasn't. I won't call it dog shit, but it was uninspiring.
Cat
So,
turds.
yeah. I did hear more Jason Blum news that he is dying to bring um, Friday the 13th to Blumhouse, and wants James Wan to direct. Which haven't we been down this road before with Freddy versus Jason?
Well, that was
So fuck that.
James Wan is the Saw dude, right?
Yes, I thought did he not do Freddy
No, that
versus
was
Jason?
oh geez, who's the guy that did Bride of Chucky? Oh shit, what's his name?
Ronnie Yu.
Ronnie Yu.
Yeah.
There it is. God damn.
Okay,
You said
okay.
James Wan, and it was like that was like you could have held up like the Men in Black thing to me right there, and I'd been like, I remember absolutely nothing of the life I've led.
Is is that actually a movie? Freddy versus Jason? I don't remember that.
I think I have an Uncle Fred. Did he direct a movie? No.
Okay, okay.
But he's
I
talked up.
stand corrected.
He's talked up some stuff about Freddy a couple years in the past, being like, oh, I can get Robert Englund back to do one more Freddy, and I think a lot of the consensus I read on probably Twitter was like,
It's like, why?
I mean, not that it wouldn't be cool to see him, but like, don't you want to get your new thing with Freddy started, or maybe just not do it? I don't know.
I know he's like iconic, and he filled that role so well. I mean, it's not like Robert Englund is some great fucking actor, though. So I would rather not. I would rather see somebody else.
You clearly did not watch
Okay.
Phantom of the Opera from 1989. Was it?
No,
Maybe
no,
it may
but
not
I
have been
did
89.
see.
That was a
Yeah,
weird movie.
I know he. If you offered him a role now, he would not pass it up, no matter what it was. It could be in that tree number 2 in the Brush Creek Elementary play, and Robert Englund would jump at the chance.
And he would overact the hell out of it, which
he would overact the fuck out of it. People are like, "What's wrong with tree number 2? What's he doing up there?"
He's just doing his Freddy laugh to pop the audience.
Some little girl, "Hey, Mr. Tree, can I have an apple?" "Fuck you, bitch. You know who I am."
So next on the docket of news, I'll let Jeff, you decide between some controversial news or some Cronenberg news.
Oh, Cronenberg.
My man. So, Cronenberg offspring news. Unfortunately,
B Cronenberg.
Caitlin Cronenberg, the daughter of Cronenberg, has a movie
Okay,
coming out.
I'm intrigued now.
Has a movie coming out August 26th called Humane. It's going to be on Shudder later in the year, but it's like, from what I'm reading, like this dystopian, like Earth's on like the verge of collapse, and like they're trying to reduce the population somehow, and like you got wealthy people, and I don't know. We'll see. There's some kind of euthanasia program by the government going on.
Okay.
Maybe she's got some of that Cronenberg stuff. Like, it could be interesting. But I saw that the other day, and I'm like, that's going in my notes. Caitlin Cronenberg
I'm
looks a lot
in.
like her dad. It's
I'm
kind
in.
of concerning.
I'm in. Is there more a Cronenberg name for a movie than that too? Humane. It doesn't really tell you anything,
And then you're like, it's
but it
about,
also is unsettling.
yeah, governmental youth population control, euthanasia. It's we
I'm
shall
in.
see.
I'm in.
It's got
I'm in.
some.
I
It's
will
got some actors
definitely.
in it too. Some names. I mean, not like Pauly Shore big or anything, but
I mean,
some names.
Pauly Shore versus Steve Buscemi. That's a movie I want to watch. Pauly Shore as Jason
Yeah.
and Steve Buscemi as Freddy.
Oh man, I bet he could have been a weird Freddy. That could have been rad.
How about throwing a Sarah Jessica Parker as Ash?
Holy shit. Clark says I would crowdfund Pauly Shore and Final Destination 6. I think I would
Right
too.
on.
I don't know who we need to get in contact to make this happen, but
Pauly Shore himself.
what's up, buddy? And then
Yeah,
he just like what? I mean, God, I can't even zero in on an idea. There's just so much possibility with that idea.
Because I'm the weasel. And people just dive off a bridge to their death.
Oh my God. So controversial news, which is, I don't know how familiar you are with Return of the Living Dead's cast. Or like just if I was to say the Mohawked punk Scuzz, would you know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
Jeff is like, I don't even know. I don't know what you just said. So Brian Peck played Scuzz in Return of the Living Dead. I have seen a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, and he was always really enthusiastic, like getting in the mud with the production and like making it happen. I was like, that seems like a cool guy. He's a little eccentric, I thought, but like he seemed cool. No, not even a little bit cool. He got arrested and convicted for some heinous minor stuff in the early 2000s. I never heard anything about this, but I was just on TikTok the other day and a Drake Bell video comes up where he's like, I'm like, oh, he must be trying to get back in the spotlight because he got into his own minor kind of situation just a couple years ago. But it turns out the guy, the child, the minor, why am I minoring like that? That Scuzz from Return of the Living Dead minored was Drake Bell. And now I'm like,
that's
God damn, I gotta switch a favorite movie of mine off a list right now. I didn't know
that is fucked up.
It's fucking.
I didn't know that. I did see the Drake Bell shit, and I wondered if something happened because suddenly my timeline was full of fucking Corey Feldman, and I said, "Oh, somebody got. Somebody in Hollywood got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak."
I mean,
and then I saw the Drake Bell thing. So
I mean, Brian.
I didn't go any further out.
Isn't much older than Corey Feldman, or maybe they're no, because he was he was older in the 80s. He's probably older than Corey Feldman, but I mean,
he played like a late teenage punk, so he was probably 27, 28.
No older than 43.
Yes.
So that was
it has gradually gotten better from the times in the original black and white Blob when you had 50-year-old men playing teenagers.
Yeah. So that was pretty weird because a topic just an easy topic that's easy for all three of us to get into. I was like, Desert Island horror films are 3 picks, right? I'm like, I typed it in. Return of the Living Dead is one of my favorites, so of course it's on there. And then I lit like 2 days later, I found out about that, and I'm like, fuck, God, fucking, I can't. So now I don't know if we should do Desert Island picks or not. So
I mean, I love Return of the Living Dead. I really do.
I think it's
I
my
don't
favorite
know if
zombie
it's
movie.
I don't know if it's deep enough for a Desert Island pick for me because I want something in as a Desert Island pick anyway. And this is maybe we do a whole show on this. That's going to fuck with my brain. So I'm thinking like Shining. I'm thinking Kubrick and Peele and fucking Brandon Cronenberg are my top three. So
Brandon Cronenberg?
yeah, I like the shit he does, man. I like
I'm
it.
gonna cut to a Jeff Solo
Possessor?
cam right now.
Jeff, have you seen Possessor?
No.
Jeff, I need you to get with the fucking program, man.
What's the name of the other one? I'm not gonna discount the
Infinity
entire
Pool?
movie because of Brian Peck, but it does, like, you see him pop up, and I kind of thought he was kind of cool at the time because he was so into it. So it leaves just kind of a sour taste in your brain. What's up, Frankie? Welcome on in. I wouldn't say I discount it, but it just I need some time. I need some me time to learn to process it properly. It's weird.
That's so fucking hard. And let's without anything else and without really shitting on each other, let's acknowledge how hard that is. Because like I'm not a Michael Jackson guy. I wasn't a Michael Jackson guy in the '80s. If anything, I like his shit more now than then. Like fucking Thriller was cool as fuck, and really that's the pinnacle. But and You Okay? Smooth Criminal, and some of that shit, has grown on me over the years. But also reconciling that in my brain with the fact that he is probably, almost definitely, if there's any doubt, it's 99% certain that he's a fucking pedo before he died, and may he rot in hell. It's hard to justify that shit, I mean, I don't know.
To be fair, the difference between that and like Return of the Living Dead is just one guy that's kind of in the movie. He's not even like a main character.
Sure.
But Michael Jackson is like that's the whole thing for that.
Right.
So, but on that note, before we move on, Prince, Michael Jackson, Prince, Michael Jackson, Prince. That's the way it is.
Yeah,
that's the way it is.
No doubt.
You can disagree,
no doubt.
but I'll ban you. I won't.
The musical talent of Prince. How come we could never get Prince and Phil Collins in a room together to do some magic? Because I mean, you can say what you want about Phil Collins, but just musically gifted. And Prince was that guy. Like, he could play everything. He could sing. He could rock out. He could play fucking basketball. He could make fucking pancakes. And so, if you could get those guys together to combine their genius, man, what kind of trajectory of society-altering music could they have come up with? Like
Prince probably wouldn't have released it because he was weird that way. He had Kevin Smith film a whole documentary on one of his like he had like a big like 7-day festival, and he had hired Kevin Smith to make a documentary. Never released it. Kind of the way Kevin Smith talked, never really had any intention to release it. But he's got like a whole vault. I've not kept up with it a whole lot since he's died. Whether they're releasing some of the stuff, but I don't know.
Okay, question for Chris.
Yes.
If you won the lottery, like the mega lottery, like the fucking $750 million lottery, would you get remarried and hire Kevin Smith just to take your wedding photos? I mean, like, I could see that being like, oh, man, these are some pretty good wedding photos. Yeah, I hired fucking Kevin Smith. I hired Jordan Peele to film my wedding video when me and Stella got remarried. I mean,
I don't think I would go that hard for anything. No.
Just go off the fucking deep end spending money like it's like it has no worth. Like your Brewster's Millions, you have to get rid of it. So
Well, I mean,
I don't know, man.
oh,
I would rent the state fairgrounds and have a demolition derby with all fucking Lamborghinis.
I'm pretty sure the way you're talking, you could have did the Brewster's Millions thing without a problem. I'd have bought 3 guitars and been like, what else can I buy?
That's not
That's
the point
it.
of Brewster's
I bought
Millions, though. You're
everything.
not supposed to buy anything.
Oh, what was the word?
You're
You had
the-
He wasn't
Yeah, I
supposed
think-
to own anything at the end. He could rent whatever he wanted
Oh, shit.
and spend all that. He had to spend all that money, but he couldn't possess anything at the end.
Oh,
And
Right,
so the girl he likes, the guy that liked her, was trying to get him to own something at the end, so he wouldn't get like
yeah, they
all the
tricked him with the receipt for the rental furniture or something.
Well, I feel like
Yeah,
pop
the
culture
deposit.
has tricked me on what Brewster's Millions actually was, because that is not what I thought it was. Clark says Kevin Smith is admittedly terrible at visual stuff. You hire Kevin Smith to write your vows, and I can get down with that.
Preferably Silent Bob to write your vows.
Dude, when Silent Bob speaks, you listen. That's a
Right?
that's a rule of law. Speaking of which, let me get that email out to my congressman real quick. When Silent Bob talks.
Dear Jim Lucas.
First off, you're terrible. Second off, Kevin Smith law, we think. All right, let's just let's get into it now and talk about the Crow remake. With Bill Skarsgård. Handsome Bill, I call him. If you go back and listen to what did we talk about? Barbarian?
Barbarian, yes. He looks like a fucking spider, man.
Jeff, have you seen Barbarian?
No.
We have got to get Jeff caught up.
We're after the show today. We assign some homework to Jeff.
We're gonna Clockwork Orange you and sit you.
Awesome.
Let's
You can do the same thing
Let's
to
do
us
this
for
for the
older
chat.
movies, though. So
let's do this in the chat. Everybody who's watching, please suggest one horror movie that is essential viewing for Jeff, and we'll see what kind of suggestions we get. But
okay,
Barbarian is recent. That it was good, but Chris was enamored with Mr. B. Scars.
yeah, I wouldn't have had a problem sharing a house with him. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But
So B. Scars is our new Crow for the new Crow movie. I think that's where we were headed here.
yeah, Jeff, have you seen The Crow? I think you have.
Yes,
Okay.
I've seen The Crow and Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've only got some pictures so far of this new interpretation, this reboot, retooling, Crow the re-crowing, recrawing.
Crowed again.
Call 911. I don't know what's happening to me right now.
And we won't get crowed again. I like where Kaylee's going in the chat for just a second. Us Get Out. You know me. I'm a Jordan Peele stan. I think he is the modern Kubrick. So,
Show me your Jordan Peele tattoo.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
stand
on my
up.
left
Don't stand
temple.
up. Don't stand up. I knew as soon as I said that was a bad idea.
So,
we'll have to
Jeff, have you seen Us Get Out? Real quick.
No,
Us or Get Out. Okay.
I have not.
Got to get you up. Got to catch you up on some Jordan Peele.
we did Us on the podcast a couple years ago. Just me and Dave. We've not
We
done
did
Get
Nope
Out.
as well.
We did Nope as well. We'll have to put Get Out on the list because I need to give that another watch. Jeff, Get Out. No, seriously, the movie. Get Out.
Us? You mean us?
Me? Us. You?
You? You? Have you seen you? Have I seen me? No, you. The movie, the show, TV show.
Back to
Okay,
the Crow.
this is return. This
Back
is
to the
yes,
Crow.
yes. Thank. Let's back to the Crow. E-Scars.
These images, two or three. I posted 2 in our Discord, but I don't really. I'm not feeling the pictures so far. What are you guys thinking based on these? Get the Leto jokes out. Get the Suicide Squad Joker jokes. It's time. Throw them out there. It's time.
Surely it'll be better than Leto's Joker. I was so let down by that. So let me just start there.
I still haven't.
I said a pre-show tonight. Like I really need to go back and watch the original Crow. I'm a huge Bruce Lee guy. Like nobody was as badass as Bruce Lee. No one before him, no one in his time, no one after. You cannot be Bruce Lee. Nobody. Bruce Lee, if he went to hell wouldn't exist anymore because he would have kicked everybody's ass. And if he went to heaven, he probably kicked God's ass too. Like Bruce Lee is just an ass fucking kicker.
Don't watch it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't know. I have not watched that.
Just a warning. Continue.
Yeah. Brandon, you would think, oh, you love Bruce Lee. You probably love Brandon Lee.
You just don't like Nepo babies.
I was young and dumb. I was young and dumb when The Crow came out. And then he fucking died like that. And I was like, that's, kind of fucked up. And, yeah, that's kind of sad. But then, like, I was in this weird stage where, like, if people liked something, it was no bueno for me. Like, I just had to be contrarian. Yeah, so.
A 90s hipster.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Yes, I was a hipster before being a hipster was not cool. Because it's not cool now. I mean, it probably wasn't cool then, but I thought it was. But so I need to go back and watch it again. But I am interested in watching it again.
Thoughts on the new images based on where you're sitting now? What do you think? Are you like, yeah, let's go watch it? Let's not watch it. Why are you making this? What do you think?
I don't think it moved the needle either way for me. I don't think it did anything for me. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's the original Crow was kind of like I kind of shit on the makeup from the original Crow because I was like, at the time Sting was doing that shit, and I was like,
no, he wasn't.
Is he?
Sting was based on the Crow.
Oh well, okay. So that was one more reason. So Sting based himself on the Crow. That was one more reason not to like the Crow because I'm not a Stinger.
Jesus Christ, Dave! He just had his last match on Sunday. Let the dead be buried for a minute. Lord, my God!
I know he just had his fucking last match.
Oh my God!
He's gonna ride off into the sunset and enjoy his last couple years as a diabetic. I mean,
oh my God! Welcome to the Horror House Podcast with Jeff and Chris.
I mean, I have nothing against the guy. I really don't. But back then, when I was into wrestling, Sting was not my dude.
Originally, we've really went off on a tangent with Sting now. I didn't like him because I thought he was ripping off Kiss and the Crow, kind of. But I was like, Kisses were united, and he's, But I mean, now he's cool.
Yeah,
I like him now.
No, give me some Honky Tonk Man or some Big Boss Man.
Odd choices, I'll allow it, but I wasn't expecting those. I'm cutting to I'm leaving for a little while. It's just going to be Dave and Jeff. Jeff, your thoughts on The Crow? Throw them out there.
That was a good movie. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Yeah, that's me. I haven't watched it in a while. I need to pay it a revisit. Um, it is fucked up how they can fuck up like that, and he die on the set, and then
Right.
it's weird that now we're bringing back the Crow remake, and what's in trial right now is the the rust thing and the killing on set. So, um, time is a flat circle. Everything fucking repeats. You know, I don't know what to say about that, but um, it's a cool concept, and this is another before it was cool based on a graphic novel, correct?
No idea.
You know, Jeff.
Not a clue.
Oh, I believe it was based on a graphic novel. He was like he was murdered, and then he comes back as this avenging spirit. So those are kind of cool stories for me. I hope that this new one blends more of the horror elements in. So, um, the Horror House podcast has confirmed it was a graphic novel. The art was booty. I assume that means the art was really good because booty is really good. Am I right? Am I right? High fives. High fives. So, thank you. Thank you. So, Jesus, man. I'm in. I'm in. I'm going to watch it. I want backtrack just a minute. Clark Griswold suggests Crimson Peak. Jeff, have you seen Crimson Peak?
No, but it's on my list. I've got a long, long list of movies to watch.
Crimson Peak was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. It's got some really cool fucking visuals. But the story's all right too. I mean, it did some stuff. It's a period piece. Um, so I think when you watch a period piece, you earn your Red Wings. Isn't that how that works? For a Vincent Price lover, it very much feels like a modern retelling of a Vincent Price movie. You have a little mystery, you have a little murder. So I agree very much. I agree very much. Um, Jeff. So what is the last horror movie you watched?
Last one I watched was Consecration. It came out
Okay,
last
here we
year
go. So
with Danny
yeah,
Houston.
yeah, and what did you think?
It was weird. The trailer makes it seem like it's going to be way scarier than it was. And yeah, it was very slow burn. So
Okay, okay. I that you actually have one upped me because I have not watched that one yet. Which I might have to watch that. Like I'm struggling right now to consistently find good shit. There's so much stuff out there. It's like an embarrassment of riches. We have so much stuff. Like digging through all the shit to find the hidden gems is hard. Uh, so there is that. I'm halfway through Destroy All Neighbors. Um, Horror Fan 76 says my recent movie was the Scream movies. I don't know why. I just wanted to rewatch them. You know what? I love that Horror Fan. Stella and I are going back through much lower budget than the Scream movies. We are going back through the Dusk Till Dawn movies, and I am really the first one is so good.
Right.
The TV series, the Dusk Till Dawn TV series. Anyone who hasn't watched it with Fez from that '70s show, fucking fantastic. It is really, really fucking good. It may be better than the first movie as a show in general, except it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have Santanico Pandemonium doing the fucking snake dance, which, god damn, that bitch is bad. But the second one is I'm struggling so bad with. So we're gonna fish that up this weekend probably maybe, and then hit the third one. But I don't hate going back to watch the Scream franchise. I don't hate to. I like the idea of going back to stuff and watching the whole franchise together to see how the flow is and how things go. So that's great. That's great. Have you seen the new Screams, Jeff?
I saw one of them, the first one that came out.
The first of the new two?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it was just
I thought it was okay.
it was
I thought
bad.
the newest one was a little bit better. In fact, the newest Scream, and this is my hot take, the open for the newest Scream is the best open for a Scream since the original. So, Clark, put the whole movie aside, just the open of 6. What did you think about the open of 6? It never paid off for me, but the open of 6 where you have the murder and then they reveal the killer right in the open, and you're thinking, okay, this is different, and then the actual killer kills him, or a different killer kills him. I thought, oh, okay, now we maybe are really turning stuff on its head, which was the whole point of Scream, was we're gonna turn the slasher genre on its head. But then they kind of forgot about that and just became standard slashers, whodunit slashers. I thought 6 was good. Then it's a straight roller coaster dive to hell. I don't disagree. It kind of goes downhill after that. For those who haven't listened to 5 seasons of the Horror House podcast on Spotify or wherever, for those who are new to us, Chris is a very hard critic, and I'm a very forgiving critic. Like I rate everything a full point to 2 points higher than Chris does on everything. Scream 6
That's
is the
a
only
lie.
horror movie I've opened locked in a movie theater.
That's not a lie.
Okay. Okay. Chris, Scream 6. We're in a Scream 5 and 6 discussion. What do you think?
Is the latest one 6?
6 is the newest one.
I've not watched that one. I'm good. After 5, I'm good. I'm
right.
like Jeff with Final Destination 1. I don't need more of this.
I don't know that
Same
7's even. I don't know if 7's going to get made. Or if it's going to be a whole new reboot, because the people they've set up are now like boycotting the fucking movie. Here's another Titanic love for you. Rum, followed by a
Titanic
rum and
love?
coke.
Are you drinking Kate Winslet's whiskey? Titanic
I
love? Is that what you
would.
said? Jeff, what are you drinking tonight?
I would drink Kate Winslet's wet that was turned into a whiskey.
Jesus Christ. You're gonna get us banned with talk like that from Kate Winslet's subreddit.
Why does everybody have wine these days?
What did you say you were drinking, Jeff?
Wine.
Wine? Ain't nothing wrong with wine. I'm drinking
No.
Smirnoff and Topo Chico, which I don't even know what that is. It just tastes nice. Why would you want to drink something that doesn't taste nice? That's where I live. Anyways.
Because generally, the worse it tastes, the quicker it gets you drunk.
That's a good point. Clark says The Horde is the best underseen horror movie that I have on my list. The Horde.
The
I'm
Horde.
confident I have not seen that. I'm going to have to look that up and maybe add it to my list.
2016. Okay.
Is it about He-Man?
Are you fucking with me right now? Clark Griswold, are you fucking with us right now? Written by Paul Logan? Bill Moseley, though? I mean, Bill Moseley's my dude.
Who's Paul Logan?
I was thinking
thinking-
Logan Paul.
Oh.
Until I opened it up and I thought, okay, that's not him. Okay, well, I'm back in. When I thought it was Logan Paul, I really thought you were fucking with me, man. We have had just the right amount of rum tonight.
I'm gonna.
As there's no such thing as too much.
Not that Horde. 2009.
2019's the Horde. 2009. I don't even know. The Horde.
I'll save that and check that out.
2009.
Oh shit! When did IMDb start showing you where stuff was streaming? That's a new thing. Is it not? Am I crazy?
Okay.
Dave, you're the IMDb guy. When did they start doing this?
I don't remember that a whole lot. Yeah, that's fairly new.
It's no substitution for their
Um,
forums being erased like 5 years ago. God, those forums were
Yeah.
great. Full of just junk and cool stuff.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it, I'm in. I'm in it.
Clark, you have
We
to come
should
back
do an
in a
episode
week,
on the Horde 2009.
a week or two.
Don't tell us anything, Clark. Don't put us anything else in here. Don't put anything. I feel like we should go in completely blind. The Horde 2019, and we should do an episode one night
You keep saying 2019.
or two. I can't help it. I'm 10 years in the future from you bitches.
You are in the future. I'll give you that much.
God damn. Whew.
Your Kate Winslet water is kicking in, and I'm there for it.
Oh my god. Yes. I'm gonna paint her like a French girl.
Jesus.
So, Chris,
Jeff?
you did block our wives from this this live stream, right?
I've blocked only bots that try to sell us viewers. I don't think either
Fuck.
of our wives is trying to bot us. But I don't know. Maybe I ain't seeing none of that bot money. I'm just saying. Jeff, are you botting?
My what?
Okay, just not botting. You're not trying
Okay.
to buy. You're not trying to make us buy views from you.
No.
Okay.
I'm not that good.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. One last piece of news, which is pretty light, and I'm sure it matters probably only to me. John Carpenter has a new album coming out in May. Another Lost Themes album. It's his fourth one. I'd say that in Spanish, since I'm drinking Topo Chico, but I don't know what that one is. So, there's a new music video out to go with it. It sounds like John Carpenter. If you like his music, these Lost Themes albums are great. Go check them out.
And to coincide with the release, Bright Rags has a new John Carpenter I Am Death t-shirt and album that you can buy in a package. So I was looking at it today, and I'm
That's kinda cool.
really interested. Jackie's collected the vinyl, so I can sprinkle a little Carpenter into her collection.
Clark says, I'd rather hear Carpenter music than see a new Carpenter film. I'm kind of inclined to agree at this point. Dude, his Lost Themes albums are... I can't even say it. I've had 3 drinks. I can't say Lost Themes. Sorry. Have either one of you listened to his music outside of his movie scores and stuff?
No.
I can't say that I have.
If you are into that kind of synth wavy rock kind of stuff, it's cool. It's good stuff.
Okay.
On the lines of Danny Elfman.
He's not orchestral with it. He's very driving. Fire me from this show. it's very like synth bass groove, and then like there's just synth, not a lot of
Oh,
orchestration.
okay.
But God, it's so good. It's so good.
Sometimes it's the orchestra you don't hear.
I mean, I mean,
So,
you're,
but
yeah.
I will say, Stella and I watched the first episode of Suburban Screams that came out around Halloween last year,
What is that?
by John Carpenter
Oh,
series. But it is definitely like I'm pretty sure Stella will never watch another minute of it, and I'm pretty sure she only made it halfway through the episode she did watch.
is it like
Um,
a reality thing?
it's yes, it takes people telling their stories of like paranormal encounters. And granted, I'm only one episode in, but these people there have two different people telling their story of this paranormal encounter, and then interspersed with their interviews is like reenactments. That does
Like
not interest Stella. Like Stella wants her horror fake. She
like
don't want like real life shit.
like what like those like unsolved mysteries kind of where they would have like the people talk, and then in between interspersed
Yeah.
they would have the
Yep.
reenactments of what happened. Was
Yep. So she's out. She's out.
understandable.
She's out. Yeah. I mean,
It-
it's not. I was not super enthusiastic. I was like, this. I don't know. This qualifies for
yeah.
uh,
I mean,
horror.
what was
This should be
before
on
that? There
like
was
History
something.
Channel.
Did Jeff? Did you ever watch Ghosts of Mars? John Carpenter.
Yes.
We've all three seen Ghosts of Mars.
Yeah.
What's your general feelings on Ghosts of Mars?
It's been too long since I've seen it.
I think that's fair. Dave, before I
Way
go
too
on a little
long.
bit of a rant, what were your thoughts on Ghosts of Mars?
So I just want to say when Jeff says it's been too long when I seen it, what I hear is it's been too long since I've seen it. I need to see it again. Desire to see it again. And I don't disagree. It is bad. It is bad, but it's entertaining. And
Is
I'm
it?
I'm in. I'm ready to do an episode. Jason fucking Statham in a horror movie? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in.
I think that's the first thing I
Yeah,
saw him in.
I
I'm like, God, he's
I did
bald.
not
Why is
realize.
he in this? I was young. I was like
Yeah,
17. Who hires bald people?
it,
I said that and then
yeah,
I started losing my hair as I got older. That's bullshit. It's
yeah,
full cycle.
God smacked you for that. He's like,
It's
oh, we'll show you.
yeah. But story, when that came out on DVD, I went to Sam Goody, On Cue, whatever fucking store it was at the time. Remember, if you, bonus points, if I had channel points to give out, if you remembered either one of those stores, I'd give you 100 points right now. Bought the
Those were
DVD,
good.
bought the
I think I'm in the
CD
lead.
soundtrack because Anthrax and Carpenter together. I'm like, that's interesting. And now here we are.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
interesting. That was it.
it's a thing that I bought
It's
once. I
bad.
really went in on it.
It is bad. It really is bad. When I'm watching it, because I really hadn't watched it because it's so bad. Like John Carpenter tried to bury this. I feel like somebody did. Somebody
Needed
tried to bury
it.
this. And so when I
On
finally
Mars.
got a chance to watch it just recently, it is really bad. It makes me wonder, like, did John Carpenter really write this? Or was he under, did someone kidnap his kids and force him to put his name on it?
It doesn't feel like John Carpenter at all. It's such a weird.
It does not. It does not. It it feels like it was produced by Big Lots Michael Bay.
Yeah. With Anthrax on the soundtrack.
Right.
Anthrax is on it. How can it be bad?
He tried to reinvent himself.
Anthrax is big time. They even teamed up with Run DMC.
I'm gonna get No Ragrets right here, and it's because of that. It's because of that. I bought both those on the same day. I'm still upset. I'm still upset. But that's all of our horror news. Anything you guys have watched since we've gathered here last? What horror? Not horror? I don't give a shit. We're all friends here.
I don't know if last week. I don't know if last week if I talked about Gods of the Deep, which is a Lovecraftian movie.
You didn't.
I think from last year, but it's fairly recent. It's low budget.
More low
It's
budget.
pretty
than Dagon?
terrible.
Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, more low budget than that.
That's what I would do with my Brewster's Billions. I would hire Keanu Reeves and we would remake Dagon. And the whole movie, he'd be like, Dragon? And they're like, no, Dagon. Dragon?
Whoa.
And that's the movie. That's my H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Everybody gets one.
I want to do Dagon as a series to show like the descent of the town and the turning of the town.
Into fish people?
Because it didn't start out as fucking fish people.
Right.
It just started out as regular people who liked fish sticks.
Fish sticks?
And then slowly... Yeah, fish sticks. Everybody likes fish sticks.
Wait, sticks?
You like fish sticks?
Oh.
Stand by what I said.
So
everybody likes fish sticks.
What was the title again? I had to go off on a Dragon.
Gods of the Deep.
Gods of
the Deep. Yeah.
I've not even heard of it.
I mean, it's Lovecrafty, and it's it's low budget, it's generic, but it did entertain me. And at the end of the day, what's the goal is to be entertained. Like this live stream. Thank you, Clark and Kaylee and Horror Fan and anyone else who might be listening and didn't chime in the chat. We glad you're here, and hopefully we entertained you for just a few minutes. That's what we're here for. Spread the word.
Jeff, have you watched anything since we were last together?
I had a good movie partner, and we watched can't say it. Consecration and Titan.
Oh my god. I've not watched all of Titan yet. Or I can't pronounce words, period, tonight.
I think that's right. Titan.
Yes, Dave has told me about it, but
you go to Wikipedia and it's like Titan.
Oh, it's French, right? French.
Yeah, it's French.
What did you think of both movies? How did you feel?
Super interested, Jeff. I'm super interested in what you thought.
Yeah, Titan was was like one of those WTF kind of like, what the am I watching? It just goes from one thing to another thing. Like, all right, what's going on? And then like very end is it starts getting kind of Cronenberg-y, but doesn't quite go full,
Full Cronenberg?
It doesn't go full Cronenberg. It could have gone. It was starting to get there. It started getting the body horror towards the end. Because she apparently fucks her car.
Yes.
Gets impregnated. Yes. And then
absolutely she fucks her car.
She apparently sees like missing posters and like alters her face, kind of busts her nose and shaves off her eyebrows to make it look like she's this guy's lost son, which I feel like he knew the entire time it wasn't his son, but just really weird long tangent. And my my movie partner was really critical about the whole medical stuff. Was not like, that's not going to happen.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Cool. Is the question.
It looks cool,
but it's
but
not.
it's not medically accurate.
Right.
Therefore,
Uh,
medical people, nurses and stuff are like, no, that might just push
Look,
them out of the movie some.
Right.
I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for almost 30 years, or 30 years. And I can honestly say, if a woman fucked a car, she would have a half human, half car hybrid baby. That's what happened. That's the fucking science. Trust the science, people.
There you have it. I'm glad I cut to you solo so we can clip that for later. I'm gonna get an Oscar for that, Dave. Thank you.
Jeff also left out the fact that weirdly, like the man who thinks the girl is his lost son, but maybe doesn't think she's the lost son, is also there's like it's a weird sexual tension too. I don't know. It's
I'm a little bit lost. I'm a little bit lost. Is the son a Hot Wheel? Like what is really? I don't.
Maybe. Oh my god, it's fucking weird.
It is.
It's in the and then it has a long period in the middle, like 25% of the movie, where it's very much like they abandon the horror, and it's just the drama of this girl trying to fill this lost kid's shoes too, and it becomes very like plain Jane humanity story, and then it really goes off the fucking rails again. So fucking weird.
Twice in the film, apparently firefighters have like these dance parties.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I can't dance. That's why I was never a firefighter. I wanted to be a firefighter.
Dude, same.
I wanted to be a firefighter, and they were like, I failed the dance part of the application.
Well, I wanted to be a dancer.
Do the running man. You don't look smooth at all.
Jeff, what would you give to Tane? Out of 10.
Out of 10. I don't know, probably 5.
Really? Fair.
It was weird. It was entertaining. Like you just kind of like, what am I watching? You can't look away. But like it said, it just kind of goes off that tangent. Like here's this weird thing, and then it goes into this weird kind of drama where the dad wants to be with her, and then she kind of maybe wants to be with him, and then right back into like headlights coming out of her chest or something. What?
Lightning McQueen is the daddy.
Kaylee says they dance in the movie due to their shitty CPR. Is that a medical thing?
Yes.
Was it were they that bad?
Oh yeah. The dad tries to tell her to do the Macarena at CPR. I'm like, is that a good one to do? And she's like,
no. Have you not watched The Office? It's Staying Alive.
It is 90% of the time. If you take a CPR class, it's staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
She said.
I didn't have a drink right now to cut solo cameo you, but I did, so I'm sorry. Clark
says,
go ahead.
I failed my moonwalk while doing the box drag.
He's putting words in your mouth, Clark. This is bullshit. That's why we got to record the pre-show. So inside jokes can stay yes, inside, but like have the potential to not be inside. I don't know. I watched. What was the other movie you watched, Jeff? I forgot the name. Consecration.
Consecration.
What is that one?
It's basically this woman. Her brother is a priest, and he dies. So she goes to this convent where he was the priest at, and they basically were like, she finds out information that he knew where this relic was, and so she's trying to figure out what happened to him, why he died, and everything like that. It
okay.
Just really weird, kind of slow burn. Like
That's what I was
it
getting ready
felt
to
like it
ask.
could have gotten like more like you watch the trailer, it seems like it's gonna be like horror, kind of scary, but it
Right.
really doesn't reach that potential.
It never peaks.
No, not really. It kind of is just like really weird stuff. Like you find out like she's like the relic, and weird stuff happens when she's around.
I think chat right now is influencing Dave to drink more, which is frightening.
You guys are a bad influence on me.
He's been dreaming of this for years. He's like, I just need a couple more people to constantly tell me to drink more, and I totally would.
We're nowhere close to They Live We Drink yet. So
we'll get to those
for those
stories.
to the chat who don't know, I am shooting rum and chasing it with rum and coke. So
now horror fan 76 is back telling you to drink more. You guys,
it is a life it is a life choice.
He hasn't made the encouragement. He'll do it anyways.
we're gonna end stream, and he's gonna text me and be like, "I've lost my glasses," and I'll be like,
on your face.
I think no, I didn't say that, but that would have when we did They Live a couple years ago. My lord, he did lose his. He had to leave to expel some of what he had already done. Comes back, he's like, my wife's so pissed off at me. I've lost my glasses.
Like, I was hurting that night.
Saying?
I was hurting that night. I don't
Oh.
know. I know the story, so I don't know it happened. I don't remember it happening, but I remember Chris telling me that night because we were recording in Reaper. That was in our Reaper days. We were recording in Reaper, and so after every show, I had to render my audio and send it to Chris. And was it the next day?
No,
I was like, Chris, I'm sorry. It wasn't the same day.
No,
I'm like, Chris, sorry, man. I got to render my stuff and send it to you, man. I don't know how. And Chris was like, you already did.
That was that night. You're like, I gotta.
I have no idea how that
you. I'll send it to you tomorrow when I can find my glasses. And I'm like, you sent it to me. You can just go to bed. And you're like, bullshit. I'm like, taking screenshots of my PC, which I could just clip or whatever, screenshot there. But I'm like, I have what you need. Consecration, Dave. Or Jeff, sorry. Consecration, out of 10. Where are you sitting?
5.
Another 5.
Yeah.
Now, was this a movie partner movie as well?
Yes.
Did you both have
Danny Houston in it? He was really good in it, but it's
not it.
Just got really weird, and it's like, all right.
Dave, what was Gods of the Deep out of 10 for you? I skipped right over the rating.
I have a feeling that Jeff would give it a 5. I have a feeling that Chris would give it a 4, and I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Okay.
So I was entertained. It was nothing great. Like I said, it was low budget, very fucking low budget.
Right.
But Clark Griswold is drinking until he can't remember The Exorcist Believer. So
me and Jeff have bid him adieu. I've not quite got to that extreme, but I have sure felt that way. My God, I can just make it have not happened. So for me, the movie, I mean, you could consider it a horror movie. It's a war movie. I finally watched All Quiet on the Western Front, the newer remake of that. There's some gore and certainly some horrific stuff in it.
I've seen the original.
I don't know if it stands up to the original. I've seen a lot of good stuff about the original. But I mean, this one's really well shot. There's a lot of good effects and stuff in it. I don't know
That's
if
boring.
I don't know if the horror of war comes across as good as the original, from what I gather, but it's still pretty good. Um, I'll give it a I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'm the high guy this week, suckers.
I guess so. I guess so.
Chris always rates low,
That is the trend.
but
Trends are made to be broken.
It is the truth. Uh, any other stuff you guys want to talk about this week? Guys, everybody in chat, any movies you've seen you want us to watch? Throw it out there.
Besides The Horde 2009 through 2019.
Is it a show?
No, it is one movie, but it is so good it spans a decade.
Oh my god. That would be a movie we would make, because we would get to a point and then ramble. And then who knows really what would happen.
It would just be off the rails.
God, if we focused, we would have like we would be the Horde.
Okay. Oh, you know what? This is great. Let me take this opportunity to make a pitch to those in the chat for my movie, if I may. I am writing a movie. So far, I only have one scene written.
Oh God, I know where
I
you're
have this.
I know this.
I have had this one scene written for 20 years.
I know this.
But follow me. Follow me. And I please, everybody in the chat, let me know what you think out of on a scale of the protagonist, a badass with a beard and glasses and ugly shirts. He gets a flat tire on the highway. He pulls off to the side of the road. A pickup truck, pulls up and pulls off to the side of the road, and like 10 fucking guys pile out and start walking back to him. And they tell him, "Hey, buddy, do you need some help?" And so he stands up, very incredulous, and he says, "What? You do not think I can change my own tire? Then we will fight." And he proceeds to kick everybody's ass who was just there to help him. And end scene.
Bravo.
That's my scene.
Bravo.
You know, if there's a second scene in my movie, it's same protagonist. He's under the gun. He runs into the Walmart. He's got to buy a few simple tools so he can fucking disarm the bomb. But he's got like his 6 items, and he goes to check out with his 6 items so he can disarm the bomb, because he's a law-abiding citizen. He does not break the law. But the only thing open is one line with a little old lady running the register with like 10 people in line, and then there's like 6 self-checkouts, all empty. He could just go over there and check out. But our protagonist, he's a man of principle. Fuck those self-checkout. That just puts people out of work. He gets in the fucking line, even though the clock is ticking on this fucking bomb. That's the scene too. So I guess I have 2 scenes in my movie.
I don't know that you've
So
ever
is it
told
more
me
like a
that.
Walter Mitty movie?
Say that again?
Is it more like Walter Mitty? Like he's just this normal average guy, and then he just goes into these like weird dream kind of things. You've not heard of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
No, he is not an average guy. He's incredibly handsome, as realized by his beard and his glasses and his outlandish choices for clothing. He's incredibly intelligent, as evidenced by his beard and his glasses and his clothing choices. He's classy, as you can tell by his beard and his glasses and his clothing choices. What else can I say? He's kind and generous, as you can tell by his beard and glasses and clothing choices.
If I had just a Chris and Jeff screen made and ready, I would Or bars. I need to get bars ready for the next stream. So when we go off the rails, I can just put the bars up and
You're
the
in
tone.
Beep!
Or the technical difficulty screen. We'll be right back.
Dave is
Oh.
off the rails.
Would everybody be cool if I did a test real quick? To see? Because guess what? Guess what? We do have a Be Right Back screen. That's all.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Maybe we'll never have to use it, but I figure if we're all whining and dining, then you never know. You never know.
If the YouTube / Twitch live stream goes anything like the audio podcast, we always had at least one episode a year that just riddled with technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Or that we put it off. Like it took us 3 weeks to get one episode in. If I had a request of the people in the chat right now, look us up, find us on the Spotify's or whatever. In season 1, we did an episode on 13 Ghosts. Great fucking movie, by the way. I stand by it. I hear they're developing a 13 Ghosts TV show. Like you'll get some backstory for each of the ghosts.
Okay.
God, I'm so fucking in. It's like swallowed a bottle of Viagra. I'm so fucking in. But what you don't realize when you listen to that episode, listen to it and tell me if you can realize this. That was the episode that we had to cut and reboot the mic, every 2 minutes?
God.
Because my mic was just fucked.
Yeah, it was our 3rd episode. And your internet kept dropping out. Like 5 minutes if we were lucky. And somehow we had a whole...
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But somehow Chris put it together. So...
And then 14 people listened to it. We did it.
Success. Hey, that was a great, man. That was back in the days when like one person listening and we were like, fuck yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Right now we've got 6 people in the chat, or 6 people following, watching. Really, like 3 people have been in the chat tonight, and
Me and
I tell you what, man. I've got the bottle of Viagra going for you 3, man. It's like, fuck it, this is fucking awesome. So, I'm good. And quickly, everybody unfollow. Like, oh, fuck this guy. That's fucking weird.
Mind the Be Right Back screen. I misclicked. Desk pop. Didn't mean to. I'm very sorry.
Oh, I thought you were doing it because of what I said. So that's.
I may. Anybody in the chat, Clark, Kaylee, if anybody was listening to the stream, then can you tell me if the music was playing that whole time? Or just when I cut to that screen? Would help me out a lot. Or I'll find out when we end the stream and hopefully get to watch it back. Just when I cut to it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It started playing on my end for some reason, and I'm like, I fucked everything up. I'm freaking out a little bit. Otherwise, I would.
God damn it, Chris.
God. And then I cut to it because I thought it was still playing and then made it play. What am I doing with my life? Any movies?
I just realized, Chris, show off the shirt, man. The Blob.
The Blob.
Yes, very cool.
Or 88, I think, right? Blob? Gutter Guards, go get your shit. Give us a coupon code.
Undercover and Fright Rags, man. Either one. They're fucking great shit. I'm still waiting on my Leprechaun delivery. So I bought a Leprechaun shirt this year for St. Patrick's Day. I'm waiting on it. And Jeff wearing Universal Studios. Jeff and Angie joined us at the Halloween Horror Nights one year. So that was a great fucking year. I think in one night without any fast passes, we hit all but one house. I think we missed the Nightingale house that year.
Oh yeah. I don't remember that.
But yeah, but it was great. Jeff,
Horror
what
one
did you
was
think
good,
of
though.
Halloween Horror Nights, man?
Well, it was really good. The houses were really awesome. I like the classic horror one was really nice.
That's usually like every year we do a recap after Halloween Horror Nights, and the classic Monsters house that they do almost every year is usually one of my fucking favorite because they just do that so good. So,
What classic thing did
and
they do last
rumor
year?
has it. Say that again.
What classic did they do last year?
They did Phantom of the Opera and the Wolfman and the Mummy in one house.
Oh wow! Not
And the
dark.
Invisible Man. Did take it back? The Invisible Man that was in there as well.
So the
And
old,
it was a
old school versions of them, not the modern takes.
yes. It's the classic Universal
Nice.
monsters. The rumor that is this year we're going to get a Gillman Creature from the Black Lagoon house.
Nice.
So yeah, I will have a boner all the way through that house.
My God.
Maybe for a week straight afterwards.
We can only hope for another strain of COVID to come out so they can keep people away from you.
You will need to stay at least 2 inches away so you don't get touched by my boner.
we're oh. I'm gonna have to make a Chris and Jeff screen. I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
Kaylee says I
You
heard
have a
that
button to hit before it goes to Twitch.
Kaylee, yes. I don't know who told you, but yes, probably so.
Oh, I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even reach out without laughing.
Yes.
Before
in reality, I am hung like a horse fly.
I'm taking that in some different directions. I really went like fly paper, but then I was thinking like electric fly zapper. But I know that's not where you're going, so
I don't. But that's some kinky shit, Chris.
no, I was just I went like death.
Oh, I thought you were just like trying to like shocking the balls or something. I don't know.
No, whole body.
I've never tried it. But
I ain't doing. I have read bad things about that. Like you shouldn't do that. I have a TENS unit, and it says don't get it near there or your heart. And I'm like, what happens either way? Like you're not telling me what could happen.
Right.
But I like.
Maybe it gives you superpowers.
I don't need them that bad.
I want to be
like
an
start
Avenger.
shaking like from electric jolts for the rest of my life. I ain't into that. That's too much.
I am Electro Dick. We should start like a.
What's Charles Band's email?
Yes.
He would buy that right now. Sight unseen.
Electro Dick versus the Tits of Doom.
Oh, you're getting Roger Corman. Listen, you take your Roger Corman, you take your Charles Band, and then you weave them together. We're back to Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Charles Band is only in if you can give him some kind of miniature puppet.
Fuck. If we had live streamed in 2019 when did we start doing Horror House? 2018 or 19?
19. 18. 18 into 19.
Yeah,
because it happened
I think it was 19. I thought it was 19 because the last episode of season 1 is Contagion,
yeah.
and it came out 1 week before America locked the fuck down.
Yeah. Listening back to that episode, I've listened to it a time or two since then. It's weird because it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. And then we didn't have another episode for over a year.
Yeah.
So anybody that discovered us in like 2020 is like, I guess fucking COVID got them.
Yeah, they fucking died.
And I mean,
they fucking died. They didn't sound very healthy to me.
Did you hear how much the one guy with the glasses drank?
right. He was always fucking
Yeah.
drinking.
If COVID didn't get him the fucking what's the plantation?
Cirrhosis.
Oh, I was going for a brand of of drink.
Oh, I was going for liver disease.
Hey, is cirrhosis a brand of bourbon? Can we, or like maybe an IPA, the three of us could start? There's a business venture. We'll call it cirrhosis.
It should be. It should be. If it's a
Is this-
beer, it should not be called cirrhosis. It should be called like jaundice.
Hairspray jaundice. You got different, you know.
I think Hairspray Jaundice is a progressive rock band.
I like them, but they're kind of preachy. A little too political for me.
Yeah, they get a little too political for me.
Before we go for tonight, another good horror house this week. But next week we're gonna come in even hotter. Dave's gonna lose his glasses. Jeff's gonna start wearing glasses.
These are some bold predictions.
I'm gonna shave my eyebrows off. Listen, I don't know for sure that any of these are going to happen. I just have a feeling in my heart. So you guys will have to stick around, see what happens. But before we leave, if anybody in chat could do me one more favor, just for me, just for old Chris, if you are following now, or one of you guys even, floor's open. Somebody who is already following, or if you're not even following, just unfollow and follow again so I can see if the alerts are working.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll give you a couple minutes. Take your time. Take your sweet time. But we don't got all day, but take your time. It's fine. There it is. We got the bub for the salute. The text is kind of small.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, bub.
We need to make bub.
Does it tell you when someone's unfollowing you?
I don't think it.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Thank you. So I can.
Good on you.
I can hear them. That was what I was worried about.
Okay.
So I'll make the text and stuff bigger for next time. So if you want to unfollow then and refollow, fine. I don't give a shit. Don't do it all night. But I mean, if you want to, I ain't gonna stop you.
All right. I love it. Hey, before we leave, I want to real quick thank HorrorFan76, Kaylee RN, Clark Griswold. You guys are the reason why this is so enjoyable. I mean, admittedly, like Chris and I would be drinking and talking about horror movies anyway. But having somebody to join in just is so great. And this is why I love the Horror Fam. Like, everybody's so fucking awesome, and join in the chat and have fun. Like, fuck it. So they're talking about fucking dick jokes and shit like that, and they're bad influences. They're fucking drinking.
I know the warning's up. We're
like,
safe. We're safe.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, who cares? Life is for living. Life is for living. And so let's live. Let's enjoy some fucking gore and horror and fun and all that shit. And if you've got friends that are into shit, please share with them. Hit us up on a live stream, on Spotify, on the Horror House Podcast, on Facebook. Slasher, we're on Slasher, which is the social media. We have hashtag not a sponsor. Social media that's all for horror fans, and it's the best fucking social media community I've ever been with. Like, nobody talks about fucking politics or who they fucking hate or who they, shit like that. It's just all about, like, hey, I love this. And if you don't love that,
shut the
fuck up. If you don't love something that someone else says that someone else loves, just shut the fuck up and move on. Like, it's not that fucking hard. But thank you. Please like, share, follow. comment. We love that shit. We love to hear from you guys. And, pretty soon we're going to get back to some episodes and some live streams where we discuss specific movies. And a lot of what we choose is going to come from what you guys suggest. So please hit us up and let us know what you think. So here's it's
Where's your wine, Jeff?
it's
There we go.
this started out as something just me and Chris were like, we drank for like 3 years, drinking and playing Call of Duty and talking about horror movies, and then here we fucking are. So if you like horror movies and having a good time as much as we do, you don't even have to engage in adult beverages if you don't want to, but we do. So thank you guys very much, and this one is for you.
I'm also thinking, I got a couple scenes we need to add before next week. One is to cut Dave off. 2 is to have
No, not happening.
a Jeff and Chris screen, which is about the same thing. And 3 is a technical difficulty screen. But yeah,
And I don't know how many times it just goes with the territory where having a beard, but how many times you've had to see me do this tonight?
Why'd you do it like that?
I'm not trying to make it sexual. Just is.
Oh,
Provocative.
I understand. We're going to have a napkin off one day when we get a bunch of subscribers. It's like, who does it the best? But in the meantime, Jeff, me and you have to study him to figure out how to beat him. And then,
I'm gonna keep guessing.
I usually only do that napkin motion after I change my car's oil, says Clark.
I prefer 10W30 myself.
But if you guys have any movies you want us to watch or check out for the season coming up for Horror House, any ideas for movies, we're all there for them. I tried to watch a horror movie last night, and I'm scrolling through, and that's kind of streaming, man. Like, it's kind of boring in that regard. Like, you're trying to find something, and I literally just gave up because, like, box art's not cool anymore. What is box art even? That's not even a term that matters anymore. And I just gave up. I didn't watch anything. I watched YouTube.
That's
YouTube horror.
Yeah, I mean,
we always watch something. Stella and I always
recommendations.
watch something, but sometimes we have like 10 movies in a rotation that we watch 8 or 10 times a year because it's just a comfort movie to us.
Right.
And our comfort movies is like Priest, Dracula Untold,
Yeah.
Hereditary.
Judas Priest.
Stella has watched. I bet you money. I would bet money. Stella has watched Midnight Mass 12 times this year, maybe 15.
The whole show.
The whole fucking show, because she has nights where she has insomnia so bad, she'll be out like a light by 8:45, and then she'll be up at 2:00 in the morning.
What's the
And she'll get up, and she'll just put on Midnight Mass, and she'll watch the whole fucking thing.
What was the one you gave me shit for? The Mike Flanagan movie, not Midnight Mass, the other one.
A Haunting of Bly Manor. That thing is a piece of fucking shit. It's a fucking love story.
This is bullshit. Jeff, did you like Bly Manor?
Wasn't as good.
Ah!
It wasn't
That's
terrible. It wasn't.
If you don't have to
terrible,
qualify
but
it, that's all you had to say. It's not as good as anything else he did.
Jeff, you're what we always needed. We needed you in the middle to to cooler heads prevail.
I didn't.
Yeah, Jeff's trying to play the fucking.
Fuck you.
Jeff's trying to play the even card here. Bly Manor fucking sucked.
I'm gonna start another podcast that says Horror House with just Chris and maybe Jeff.
What was the first one? Not Bly Manor. What was the first fucking one?
Haunting of Hill House.
Hill House.
Hill House. Hill House.
So good.
Chef's fucking kiss for Hill House. And you know what? I haven't watched it in a while, and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to start watching it. I'm going to start watching Hill House again.
You know what I didn't like
Because it's
about
better
Hill
than
House?
fucking Bly Manor.
Hill House was distracting because, like, going into it, you had all the articles, right? Like, there's ghosts in the background. You got to look for them, and the stuff like that, which was super cool and immersive. But I found myself caring more about that than the actual show. So I'm like, is that a ghost? And then not knowing if it was.
We started watching it. Yeah. We started watching it before those articles came out. And I was just like, oh, there's a fucking face. No, I must be imagining things. Oh, there's another fucking, like, what the fuck is that? Like, I didn't know what was going on. I felt like I was on drugs.
Were like so out of the way and like disguised. I was like, I could have never spotted that. I love Bly Manor. I don't care.
It's a fucking love story.
It's a love.
Yeah, I will give you. Yeah, and I will give you credit for this. At least it's a lesbian love story.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Mic drop. That's it.
I don't care. What's his new? Doesn't he have a newer thing out? I've skipped over it. Flanagan. We really want to. This is the Welcome to the Mike Flanagan podcast. I'm Dave.
You know what? Really, it's a toss-up for me between Jordan Peele and Mike Flanagan. I love them both.
But
Mike fucking Flanagan.
You still ain't got that.
The Fall of the House of Usher? Did you watch Fall of the House of Usher?
No,
I can tell when I'm getting drunk when my voice starts cracking when I talk. Fall of the House of Usher was great. Midnight Club.
The Midnight Club was like a tweenish kind of movie, right? Like teens.
Yeah. It's a young adult fucking series.
Jeff, have you watched House of Usher yet? Fall of House of Usher?
I've seen the original with Vincent Price,
but not the.
No, I've
not the TV series.
We may have to do that this season because I've not watched it yet. Clark says Flanagan is gearing up for Dark Tower. Is he doing Dark Tower?
Oh my God!
Talk
cool. About Viagra, man! You got me going again. Fucking yeah!
Cut to Jeff. Jeff.
I read the series. I've not watched the movie because I met with McConaughey as Randall Flagg. It's like, nah.
Well, I mean, is he picking that, or is he just starting over? I assume he's starting over, right?
I think he's starting over. I would imagine he's got to be starting over.
Bad.
Yeah.
I want to see it, but I heard it was bad. So. Oh, good. Total reboot.
A total reboot, says Clark. So that's good. That's probably good. I actually love McConaughey, man. Is there a cooler dude than a Hollywood elite that gets arrested for playing bongos high and naked? Like, that's the fucking... Yeah, if I was fucking if I was a rich motherfucker, yeah, I would play bongos naked and get high all day.
Jeff's cooler.
Jeff. And Idris Elba, like, that dude is fucking cool as fuck. But the Dark Tower movie,
I never watched it. It just seemed.
Have you read the series?
No.
No, the series is good.
I've read part. I don't know if I've finished the first book or got through a good portion of it. But then I have recently read that if you're not into the first book, that you should keep reading it anyway, because the first book is not a great introduction. Like, it gets so much better once you're out of the first book, The Gunslinger. So I need to.
What is the first book? I would love to read the first book, and I'm one of those. Am I allowed to say retard? No. I'm one of those retards who doesn't really know what the first fucking book is.
The Gunslinger.
And there's so many times I've been like, I need to read the Dark Tower series, and I don't know what the first fucking book is. Clark says it's The Gunslinger. Thank you, Clark. I will buy The Gunslinger and start reading it this weekend.
It's now
It's like 300 pages. It's very short.
it is not long, but I have recently, like, I wasn't super into
300
it.
pages is a pamphlet to Stephen King.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. He even talks about it, how short the first book was.
you should buy the first two because apparently you need to get through the first one to really get into it. I never got through the first. What, Jeff? Thoughts? Have you?
What have I read? I've read the
Yeah.
entire series. Yeah, yeah,
Do you-
I've read it. It's good. Like towards the end, it just kind of gets way out there. You know, he starts
Right.
pulling like all of his characters from different books and
Yeah.
stuff into, and then he pulls himself into the story himself, basically making it to where like Roland has to come and like kick his ass to finish the story.
Oh,
Hey,
So it
if
kinda
I
gets
was writing
out
novels,
there.
if 1,000,000 people were writing every book I wrote, guess who'd be the hero, or guess who would be in the books at least? Fucking me.
to
So
throw back to Kevin Smith. That's why he was in the first Clerks. He had somebody else to be Silent Bob, and they called in, didn't show or whatever, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be Silent Bob because I'll probably never get to make another movie. I'm gonna be in my movie I make. There's Silent Bob.
yeah,
To round it out, there's our callback to the beginning of the episode. But I think that
the next time Kevin Smith comes around and does an evening with Kevin Smith tour, Chris, would you commit to going to that show?
No.
You pussy motherfucker, lock in their house, motherfucker.
I do. I'm glad somebody else has memorized An Evening with. I love An Evening with Kevin Smith. The first one is I don't know how many times I've watched that. He's had so much junk that he's put out. I love Clerks 3 though. Some people don't like Clerks 3, and that's fair. I loved Clerks 3 so much. I think it's up there with 1 and 2.
Okay.
Anyways.
I am committing right now. I committed to you, Chris, last week. I said and not on the whorehouse. I said when payday came around, I would buy Helldivers. I have bought Helldivers. I am committing right now, within the next 2 paychecks, to buy The Death of Superman Lives.
I forgot all about that. Oh shit.
Yo, I need to watch this fucking movie, man.
I forgot it existed.
I need to watch this documentary. I need to understand what happened with Nick Cage as Superman.
Well, it's outdated now because of can I use
It's
a prop
not
real quick?
outdated.
Can I use a prop real quick?
Nick
Let me
Cage
use a
is
prop.
never outdated.
Let me use a prop.
Yeah, Nick Cage is never outdated. Nick Cage
own the Flash. It won't. He's too fast. He's too fast. Look. He can't be contained.
The new Flash.
Yeah.
I'm all in. The new Flash was great. Man,
Some people hate it. I thought it was
so entertaining.
I mean, it's got some shitty CGI for sure, but I thought it was cool. Seeing Cage was cool. That's why I pulled it down.
Yeah, I even the shitty CGI, it was so entertaining. I'm so fucking in, man. So I know Whorehouse, the people in the chat,
they've left.
One, in case you don't know, you guys are the rabble. So I'm asking the rabble, what did you think of the new Flash? And I don't know what my second question was. I am really.
Does Dave still have his glasses on? Is his second question.
Right here.
Okay. Clark, you're good people.
Are you in on shitty movies like that? Like, is there a point where a shitty movie is so shitty that it's just becomes entertaining? Or does the entertainment like supersede the shittiness? Like which chicken and egg? Chicken and egg here. I'm one like I want a movie to be good.
I want
But if it's shitty and entertaining, I'm still in.
all
I
I
just want to
want
be entertained.
from a superhero movie is to have a lady as hot as the one from The Flash that played Supergirl, and then I'm all in. I'll buy your Blu-ray. There's my proof. But yeah, I thought The
Yeah,
Flash was fun. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Clark.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was really fun.
Dave can attest
I
to it. When everybody
watched.
was shitting on it so bad, I'm like, I watched it and I liked it. And Dave's like, I don't know. And like a month later, you're like,
Yeah,
I finally watched
I
The
will.
Flash.
Where's the Bible? I'll swear on the Bible. I'll swear on the Satanic Bible. I'll swear on whatever you want.
I was going to pull down
I'll swear on
Videodrome,
the
but my camera's not picking up my
swear
Blu-rays
on
very
Oxford
good. So
Dictionary.
I does
Congo
Kaylee
is
not
one
like?
of my favorite movies ever. I really cannot focus on the whole chat, so I'm just focusing every once in a while. Congo is one of my favorite
It's a
movies
very good
ever.
movie,
Not
Dave.
good, but entertaining itself.
Bruce Campbell's in it, so
Chat,
I mean,
the few people, the handful of people in the chat, please let me know. Isn't that the goal of movies is to be entertaining? You don't have to be deep. You don't have to be like have some super important fucking message. Like the most important thing is at the end of the movie, am I entertained?
Clark says, you know, a podcast is on the right track when somebody says, I'm going to swear in the Satanic Bible. Amen.
Amen.
He's still got his glasses on. We're all right. We're all right.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely good.
I think I ended this show
I
20 minutes ago, by the way.
I am an ordained minister. For those who are new to the show, I am an ordained minister. But like religion has two purposes. Either
Dave's waxing
make
poetic.
us
Hold on.
aspire to greatness or to control us. That's it. Like there's only two fucking reasons for religion. And I am on the aspire to greatness
Okay.
tract. That's my goal.
Jeff,
Is like I want
what's
to
your
be good
thoughts
for
on
people.
religion?
it's there.
I agree.
It's there. Who thought they would have a religious discussion on a podcast called the Horror House Podcast, in which motherfuckers are getting drunk?
The last 20
And,
minutes have been about the Flash and the Satanic Bible. We've went off on a tangent I could never have anticipated. I'm gonna have to
I
make
go
like
to a fun church, so
yeah, usually our tensions are like wrestling.
there we go.
Good wrestling is wrestling.
Jeff, what's your basic opinion right now on professional wrestling? Fan, not a fan, never cared, don't care to
never
want
cared. There was this big kid, growing up who was really into wrestling, and he kind of like put the moves on people. So it's just kind of like, no, not me. Kind of just pushed me away.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say Hulk Hogan's my favorite because
Fair.
Gremlins.
Oh,
What was that movie where he was
kids. If you eat your vegetables and you say your prayers and you listen to your parents, you can be like me.
Oh my God, Clark just became my best friend. I wish AEW had a streaming site. Okada with the Bucks is going to be the bomb. Okada came out last night. The coin dropped. I'm like, fucking Okada. My wife's like, you knew that was Okada? I'm like, Kazuchika Okada's with the Young Bucks now. Oh my God. Kenny Omega is my favorite wrestler of all time. I'll follow Kenny to the ends of the earth. There we go. Oh my God. I didn't know AEW would come up. Now I'm hyped. Dave, I'm going to lose my glasses. I'm not even fucking wearing any glasses. Sorry. Okada.
Hey man, you just got to go with the flow.
Oh God. Okada showed up in I don't know what to do with myself now. If you want a wrestling match to watch, Go look up Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada, New Japan, any of them, and you'll be a changed person.
After you introduced me to Kenny
Oh,
Omega,
good night, Horror Fan 76.
I must have watched 10 hours of Kenny Omega matches, but it's all from Japan.
Oh yeah.
And it's so great. It's so great. I made Stella sit through 5 minutes of I don't even know what wrestling federation it is. It's a fucking Italian spinning a fucking pizza dough.
Luigi Parmesan, is that his name?
Yes. Yeah.
Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff,
so I made Stella watch
wrestling.
10 minutes of it the other day. Oh my god, I was so entertained. I have not been entertained.
He's too small to play Luigi in a biopic for Super Mario Bros. But he's a professional wrestler, and he spins a pizza and like wrestles in between. It's
while he fights. While he fights, the other day he was fighting, and he was spinning a pizza, and he ended up on his back, and he's spinning a pizza underneath his fucking leg while he fucking fights. Oh my god!
Clark, collect me if I'm wrong. Can I get a? That's my first shirt I want. My first Horror House Chris shirt. Collect me if I'm wrong.
It's collect me if I'm wrong, and Chris's face.
Yeah, like that. I think Luigi has been on AEW one time, maybe like a Chris Jericho segment. Anyways, I've not seen Iron Claw. I really want to see it. Really want to see it. Seems really good. Who's the kid from the Bear? He was in Shameless. He's very small for Von Erich. Kevin Von Erich, he's so small. Kevin Von Erich is small, but he is comparatively kind of weird to me. Anyways, we talked about Sting at the beginning. Now we're here. Jeff is like, I wish I wasn't here.
My face is fucking numb.
No hat in this race.
We'll keep that in mind as we go forward. Be like, until I'm gonna send you so many Kenny Omega links. You're gonna be like, fuck off, blocked. The first thing when you guys come back next Thursday is like, why did Chris block Jeff? Why did Jeff block?
I think my favorite current TikTok hashtag or theme is, if wrestling is real, or if wrestling is fake, explain this. And it shows the most ridiculous wrestling shit from like low budget federations.
The one where they all run up behind each other and grab each other's ass, and then do like a fucking 17 guys, Jeff. Like run up and grab each other. The next one runs up and grabs him. The next one runs up and grabs him. This goes on for a few minutes, and then they all like throw each other. And
I saw one the other day where
independent wrestling is fantastic for goofy shit.
Yes, I watched one the other day where dude grabs a dude in a headlock, like he's gonna fucking DDT him or something, and then someone grabs him in a headlock, and someone grabs him in a headlock, and someone grabs him in a headlock, and finally, after like a chain of like 12 motherfuckers, someone comes in, delivers the kick, grabs him, and fucking it's a DDP or it's a fucking Stone Cold or something like that. You know, he's like, I'm doing a Stone Cold, and fucking there goes the glasses. There goes the glasses, Chris. And everybody goes fucking flopping and flying. And man, if we weren't doing horror, we would be doing wrestling. I guarantee, Chris.
I would be totally convincing. We would do a back and forth where we'd watch a throwback something, and then I'd make you watch like a Young Bucks versus FTR thing for a modern match. It'd be fucking cool. But let's end it here. We'll leave the wrestling. Jeff has fallen asleep. He's like, I've had too much wine. You're talking about something I don't care about.
You guys are boring me. Fuck you.
But we will be back here next Thursday. If Clark, Horror Fan, has left us, but anybody watching can send us messages, all of our email and everything, Twitter, like Dave said, Slasher. If you would like to see us throughout the week, I am glad to do some horror games or just do some more conversation stuff. Let us know if you want some more Horror House. If you want that WrestleMania stream where Jeff tells you all about his favorite matches, let us know and we'll make that happen. But in the
Go back to the
meantime,
beginning.
David said his piece. There's my piece. Jeff, final words, as always. And there you have it. We will see you guys next Thursday. If not before, if not, maybe later. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Preferably Thursday. Later, everybody.
Love you all. See you, bitches.
God, it's so hard to line it up. I'm always doing that. It's over there.